Good morning. I'm Boris Pevzner, the founder of Collectrium. Thank you, Hans-Ulrich and the Serpentine team for the opportunity to experience this marathon event. I'd like to say a few words about how new technologies become art. New technologies, as they enter our lives, usually start out by satisfying our utilitarian wants and needs first. Many of them just stay at the bottom of the Maslow hierarchy of needs forever, but some of them gradually or sometimes rapidly move all the way up the Maslow pyramid and either become or facilitate an art medium. And so the lowly shelter becomes incredible architecture, an art medium. Food becomes molecular gastronomy, also an art medium, and so on. In the world of visual arts, just in the last 200 years or so, this transformation from a utility technology to an art medium has happened to photography, to film, and it's currently happening to a variety of digital media. It's interesting, it's almost instructive to consider how these technologies make their journey from utilitarian to creative medium. You know, it may not be evident for the 89+ digital natives artists assembled in this auditorium, but really the art world has not exactly been known as an early adopter of technology. So technology usually enters the art world from a utilitarian perspective. For example, photography was invented around the 1820s, and it quite quickly started being used as an art documentary device, the utilitarian use. But it wasn't until 80 years later, at the turn of the 20th century, that Alfred Stieglitz was able to get photography accepted as a legitimate art form. Well, it's tempting to postulate that times have changed, things are moving much faster now, and the technology adoption cycle by the art world is getting shorter, certainly a commonly held view. But in fact, it's not actually the case. The first practical computer was invented in 1940s. That was the advent of digital medium. 40 years later, in 1980s, the art world began adopting computers for managing and cataloging art collections. So that was the utilitarian use. And it took another 30 years to the present day for the digital medium to start becoming a legitimate art form in its own right. So that's a total of almost 80 years since its invention. Basically the same as photography. So what actually causes this transformation from a utility technology to an art-making technology? Usually there is an inflection point, a tipping point, and the breakthrough often comes when the technology becomes widely available. So think photography, think video, think film. So what is the next digital technology that will become legitimized as an art medium? I believe that it will be augmented reality, and here's why. First, it's been invented a while back. It's actually the first head-mounted display was actually built in the 1960s, 50 years ago. So these ideas have had time to mature, to develop, and to percolate. Second, it has actually is now going through the utilitarian stage. So you can actually you can virtually furnish a room with IKEA's augmented reality catalog. You can download it off App Store right now and check it out. It's pretty cool. Third, the augmented reality has already entered the art world as a digital delivery medium, so the utilitarian use in the art world. My company, Collectrium, has enabled 70 different art fairs around the world with augmented reality and image recognition technology. So we let art lovers attending an art fair or museum show learn more about an artwork and the artist without taking an eye off the artwork itself. We let collectors at a gallery opening visualize what an artwork that they might look like at their home. So these are all applications of augmented reality in the art world that exist today, and are being used today. And fourth, augmented reality is about to go mainstream. So that's the tipping point. Google Glass is hitting the consumer market in the next few months, as you know, and I'm sure that many other similar devices will follow in short order. So the next and almost inevitable step is for augmented reality to make the leap from an art delivery technology into becoming a creative medium. And of course, digital arts pioneers, from some of whom we are going to be hearing today, are already starting to make it happen. The last point that I would like to make is this. I think that the augmented reality technology is particularly suited for becoming the next major art medium because By its very nature of being a blend of physical and virtual, it provides continuity from existing visual art forms into the new digital world. So you can contrast this with virtual reality, where your world is replaced by the virtual world, something like that's commonly used in games. Augmented reality, on the other hand, is this fluid blend of the physical and the virtual, and the inevitable tension between them offers rich artistic possibilities that are impossible in any other medium. So how is this linkage of physical and virtual technically achieved? It's done through coupling of augmented reality framework with machine vision, image recognition, image processing, pattern classification, and other enabling technologies under the hood. So what we're doing at Collectrium is making these technologies available for artists to use in art projects. Since we already employ these same technologies for art delivery management in our practice, we will now be offering them to the art community for art making. So if any of you are interested in collaborating with us on this, please talk to me throughout the day today. We look forward to some really exciting projects and collaborations to come out of it. The aim really is to beat this 80-year cycle of technology adoption by the art world and to assimilate this new technology into becoming a creative medium faster. Now that would be an achievement for art history books, wouldn't it? Thank you.